Hi everybody, this is Ahdoom, and I'm coming right back at you with another exciting episode of Let's Play Darkest Dungeon, where in the interest of being somewhat of a completionist and getting all of the, golly gosh, what do they call it, the roster goals done and dusted, as well as progressing towards killing off all the bosses, we will, a couple of bosses left, just the Brigand 16-pounder left. We will carry on back into the Weald, sorry for the distraction there, activate 3 infected corpses, I should say, and start to level up on this Grey Robber and this Bounty Hunter as well, because the rest of these guys are off having things cured and whatnot. So let's provision up and get into the match. Gonna pick up 2 shovels, may as well grab that second anti-venom in case it becomes useful, 2 skeleton keys, 2 holy waters, 2 medicinal herbs, torch, and ooh, that's too many torches. There we go, and food. A bit. Inventory is looking a bit stacked because of all of the salves we're bringing along, but I'd rather be safe than sorry with a mixed party with a makeup that I haven't played through many times before. Again, all good fun though, I'm sure. Hopefully we don't take any casualties. Been playing it pretty safe and I'm not too concerned, but we'll make it work. Now, I can see already this is going to be a fairly long medium with a fork going up here and then all the way around, so let's try and make the best of it. Hopefully we don't accrue too much stress damage regardless. Let's drop the anti-venom right here and maximize out what we can get in terms of treasure. Nicely done. Love me some emeralds, and those deeds aren't going to go awry either. Dodge trap, so less worries there. Don't have a de-stressor with me in the party mix, and I haven't actually played with the Grave Robber at all in this playthrough, if you can believe.
The path is clear. We require only the strength to follow it.
Get the surprise, which is fantastic. Let's try out some of these new abilities. We could either start with pick to the face, we can try and drop daggers through. The damage potential is pretty good for flashing daggers. Thrown dagger will give extra damage to, and it gives me a buff, and that buff could be really worthwhile. And in fact, position 3 is going to be the one I'm probably going to go with, so let's do that now. Boom, 16 damage, cleanly and easily done with a nice accuracy buff as well. Drop a finish him there to take this Enchantress out of action entirely for turn. Lovely done. Next up, we're probably going to focus on keeping our torch levels high with a stun on position 2. Nice, that takes well, and then finishing off with the Plague Doctor, we can either, look, a stun shuffle won't be, yeah, that's actually a bad call because it gets rid of a corpse as well. Get the stun, and all we have to do is worry about the fungal grabber in the first turn. Groping swing for 5 on the Bounty Hunter, but that Blight does take, which might be a cause of concern, but for the moment I'm not going to worry about it too much. Looking at the Plague Doctor, I could switch over, but I haven't upgraded everything to the equivalent for level 3s, which is fine. I'll just have to make do. Looking through things, I can try and either drop a stun shuffle or try and get a Blight going. In terms of Blight resistance, this Madman is weak as all get out. No, let's go for a stun. If you can't get a kill, do a stun, and if you can get a kill rather than a stun, do that instead. Let's drop pick to the face here regardless and get some damage accrued. Reduce the chance of us taking any stress from these unpleasant Nellies. Carrying through, we picked up a little bit of stress on the Bounty Hunter, but with all the massive crits he's going to be doing, I'm not too worried. Let's finish off this Madman and carry on through. Lovely. Time to drop a heal, and that 8 is going to be well used and well appreciated on the Bounty Hunter. Groping swing is dodged because the Grave Robber is awesomely nimble. We'll look at probably dropping a stun with that Vestal now that she is free to do things, but in the meantime I might just drop another stun to keep them on their toes because their Blight resistance is pretty high, to be honest. Stun does take, fortunately, and we've got some thinking room and breathing room to work with. Can try and drop some direct damage here, but the prot is pretty high. Again, it's 3 to 8 or 3 to 8. I may as well get a buff from it, right? That kind of makes sense. If I'm going to do something, I may as well get a buff as well. So let's drop some damage, get a beautiful crit for 12 as well. And our buffs just keep ramping up. Of course, those buffs are probably going to be... Ooh, finish him. Extra damage to stunned. Don't mind if I do. Normally I would focus on doing damage, but since I don't have a chance for a kill, I will instead do that extra damage. Didn't amount to much, but I'll take what I can get. And let's try for That stun resist is really increased. Could use a torchlight, but instead what we're going to do is... yeah, drop a judgment. Get some damage in. Heals aren't necessarily relevant to me at this stage, but, you know, that all works out. Gripping Swing is dodged again, fantastically, and this guy is out of action for the turn. Getting things started, we may as well try for a Blight. No, let's just keep the stuns rotating through. Move is resisted, but the stun does take, very, very fortunately. Try and go for the kill now that I've got a better chance at it. Doesn't look likely, but we can hope for a crit. Only 5 damage though, so that didn't work out, but hopefully I can finish him off with the Bounty Hunter in this turn. Again, extra damage against the stunned. There we go. And just the one grabber left. Gripping Swing does drop, and it's 7 damage. Blights are all cleared, and I was going to say Blights are all cleared now, so I should be fine. Just take some damage, but no, Blights come back. Let's heal up and keep pressing on. Not going to use up the anti-venom I have because I'm going to be figuring that I might need to use it in a more concerned way later on, because I have nothing else to do with the Plague Doctor. I'll try for the Blight, and it takes, so I can't complain. Let's do some direct damage. Pick the face, 6 HP down, not too shabby. Some damage taken from that Blight, but all we can really do is start wailing on this guy, 10 damage, and he is dead in this next turn, which is a lovely thing to have happen. We'll just get a heal on that Bounty Hunter to top him up, and we only have 4 damage left to come. Oh, I need all of you. Alright, let's just use that anti-venom now, I guess. Oh, I can't say no to good money. No sorry, Bob. Ooh, secret door. That's going to deliver me some sweet, sweet cash. In the meantime, I'm going to press on and take care of this upcoming trap. The Bounty Hunter has a good enough chance to deactivate it. It's 90%. No complaints there. Disarmed and stress less. Carrying on. Not going to use the shovel here.
Purpose is made clear.
But I will take a chance on it. 50% disease resistant to the Plague Doctor. That's probably going to be as high as it's... yeah, okay, let's try it with the Plague Doctor. Shallow Grave. Not healthy. Blight takes, but no other consequences. That's fine. I can live with that. We knew in advance this was going to be empty room. We were just hoping that Curio was going to be one of the things we had to activate, so we will press on here. Up. Bit more damage, and we're clear of that. No more unfortunate interruptions, that is for sure. Pressing into the empty room, we've got a long corridor to go down with what looks like one of the altars we need to cleanse, activate, burn, or otherwise remove. Looking through here, only thing we have to deal with is an obstacle and a hunger check, which is fine. It's a fairly long map. I'm actually slightly concerned about food, but there's nothing I can do about it aside from playing the game.
A victim to the spreading corruption. Malformed with misintent.
Treasure room battle looks fine by me. Gonna have to keep 1 key in reserve at the very least, but in the meantime we can start things off with the thrown dagger on the back row. Could also look at the thrown dagger on the fungal battery, but the crone is more of a worry from a stress standpoint. That is absolutely sure. Curse of Vulnerability drops, and we have some marks drop on us, which could be a problem, but we can counterpoint with a stun to at least deny them 1 turn. That fungal battery will not cause me any other problems, hopefully. In the meantime, we will try for the uppercut stun. It's unlikely to work, but we'll try for it nonetheless. 8 damage takes, move resist, stun resist. Well, we knew how this was going to play out. Poison spores drop on the Plague Doctor, and unfortunately, this Plague Doctor does not have the right abilities to cure himself, but we will instead probably focus the heal in place. Yeah, I think that's prudent. 8 HP up, which tops us off all the way, and puts us in a good place to be able to neglect this poor person in the near future. Blight resistances are pretty high on both of these guys, but I will... the other option is I can try and stun shuffle. No, let's try for the Blight. Let's try for the back row Blight. Yes! Alright, so the crone is gone. The fungal battery will take 15 damage over a couple of turns. I could focus down, and actually it doesn't make bad sense at this stage. 12 damage done. So fungal battery is now dead. The turn after this could try and go for the kill though. And I'm succeeding on a bad call. Yep, go for the kill. One less thing to worry about. Only one turn in play to have to. Yeah, only one turn the enemy for us to have to manage. Let's try for a stun. Unlikely to take, but we are just buffing Torch at this stage, which is completely fine. The stun does take, fantastically, which gives me one more turn to not have to worry about those marks. Blight resistance is pretty enormous, but we may as well try for it. And it takes. I don't know how these rolls work. I'm grateful regardless. Pick to the face. Nice spot of damage, and let's follow things through with another attack. 19 damage. Very nice. And this giant is down to half-life. Almost. Alright. Bit of a shuffle there. That could cause some problems, but in the interim, we can focus on the bare necessities, which in this case is to heal up the Plague Doctor and look for opportunities to juggle some things around. Her move only lets her do one, which is, you know, I guess acceptable. Pick the face is going to be my only real action to take. No easy moves, but I can move multiple positions with the Bounty Hunter, which I will do, so that reduces the amount of turns I have to lose or waste. Go for the stun one more time, on the off chance that it takes. And it does. Beautiful stuff. Need to drop some more blights in this chap because they're about to run out, but again, a turn denied is a turn gained. Absolutely. Blight retakes for 10 damage. Well, what's 5 of that damage will wear off very, very quickly. Another pick to the face right here for 14 damage, looking pretty darn healthy. And collect bounty, 39 damage as a critical hit. Beautiful stuff. Beautiful stuff. All right, those are some nice treasures we just picked up.
That overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
And given my current relationship with deeds, I'm gonna not pick them up. I don't need them, and that's fine, you know. I'm gonna leave that chest for the way back, and I hope that I remember it. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it for the way back, and I hope I remember it. That's gonna be how we have to play this. That's a problem. Gonna leave that as well. And corridor battle, couple maggots, nothing to worry about at all. We get the surprise, which means we have the bandwidth for a party heal. Pick to the face, though, is never a bad thing, but we'll do a thrown dagger instead, just to get the buffs racked up. Extra accuracy is extra fun. Noxious Blight drops down right here. And it's time for me to follow things through with a kill. Better to kill someone who can be killed entirely than someone who can't. I could probably mop them up and not have to deal with any damage at all, though, which is probably a better move. Let's just go for the front row kill. And, well, we have one hit point that we could restore here, so let's not take the risk of picking up any unpleasant diseases. Nicely done. Chance for some disease off of this item, but we'll do it with Plague Doctor to minimize the chances of that being a problem. Bit of gold. And I should stop picking things up until I find a few ways of getting rid of these salves, that's for sure. Look, let's have a bit of a nibble. Pick up that Onyx, and then see if that was the right decision to make down the line. Getting into this room, which we know there's a Curio, but we don't know if it's a battle or not. We'll have a quick look. And it's an empty, with just a Curio. That's one free slot for us, and happiness all around the way. Carrying on, though, we need to make sure that we're taking the best chances we can to... Alright, fine, do that. Yeah, of course you're covered in poisonous sap, and you're blighted. But that's fine. Relatively minor damage in the grand scheme of things. Dim light, though, we do get the surprise, but we will absolutely need to look at how we can do more damage. Thrown dagger for a start makes clear sense. Just get those buffs going. That's a beautiful critical. Stress reduction as well. Whew, alright. We'll probably do a stun just for the torch side of things. There we are, back in Radiant Light. He is stunned, and we have time to make choices. We'll drop finish him, though, and, you know, that's round. Just, keeping things under control too readily and too rapidly.
Push on to the task's end.
Alright, we've got a map. Let's see what it reveals. That's a room with a curio, which is just fine by me, and I think that's a battle room. That's a quest location. I'm gonna have to do both. There's no way around that. Alright, let's press on and see how we do. Need to pick up keys, need to pick up shovels. Need keys and shovels, but I can't make the game give those to me. I just need to, you know, wait for RNGesus to deliver. Alright, starting things off with a thrown dagger. We could try and stop these guys from No, actually that doesn't make any sense. We will instead do some back row damage where we think it's going to count the most. Rationale for that is doing damage here. If the blight takes, they're dead. Bit of stress there, no problem. Might need to burn a torch just to stay in radiant. Oh my god, my torch situation is really bad. Alright, need to go back up to radiant. So the rationale was, if I can get these guys and do them blight damage, that's fine. If I take out the back row, then they're not out of reach. The third position isn't out of reach. Anyway, let's drop the blight, see how we do. That's 2 damage down, plus... Okay, so not quite enough to get the kill, unfortunately. What we can do, though, is try and... Well, that's a kill we're going to make. No complaints there. Cytokinesis. And they'll be spawning a fresh ectoplasm, occupying that space, which is regrettable, but that's life. 5 damage taken, but no other ill effects. Let's do a party heal. Nice party heal, that is for sure. Alright, that Enchantress is dead in her next turn. We'll take some... No, good dodge. Good dodge. Good dodgy dodge. Okay. Next up, we need to look at what we can do to start to take control back. Stuns are a pretty good call at this stage. Just to deny them a turn. It's only the one, but it's, you know, it's kind of neither here nor there as to which is the more effective. Not quite enough for a kill there on that position. Can probably follow things through with a judgment to finish that off and make full value of my bounty hunter's turn. Collect bounty right here for the kill. And we'll drop the stun shuffle next turn, which shuffles and clears all the bodies. So, clear all corpses. There we go. Probably resist the stun. No! Oh my god, stun even takes. I understand how stuns take at 110% resist, but I'm not going to complain because it's in my favor, right? Go for that kill now. Nicely done. And finish things off. Boom. And stacked emeralds. I'm gonna need to take a chance on one of these treasure heirloom chests, so I'm gonna do it here and now. Oh, okay. Nothing that I desperately needed, but that's okay. I mean, we're still sort of under control. I might need to consider getting rid of some medicinal herbs to pick up portraits, but it's... Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Let's do that. Still really hoping for shovels and keys. Right, Radiant Light, and let's get into this curio and battle room. Not the curio I was hoping for, which is potentially going to cause me some problems, but that's okay. These items tend to deliver great supplies from time to time. Again, let's try and repeat our tactic of, well, they're pretty blight resistant, but it's okay. Let's damage the back row. Start things off. Stun to the back row. Keeping them off guard. And then let's try the attack, which gives me not quite enough damage to seal the deal, but that's okay. A blight should make that damage enough to get the kill. 7 taken and a blight on the bounty hunter. At this stage, I'm going to use the stun attack on the fungal grabber because I'm not yet worried about damage.
The light, the promise of safety.
And denying them a turn is denying them the chance to do more damage. Let's follow through with another thrown dagger on the back. Beautiful crit for 18. And let's finish things off with a blight. Hopefully that 1 damage is enough. If not, the blight takes. Yes! Okay. Good work all round. Let's try and get ourselves a stun. 4. Stun takes. Beautiful. And we can now focus a heal on the bounty hunter because we've gotten a stun without our Vestal needing to act. 1 gripping swing, and that's dodged beautifully by the Grave Robber. Grave Robber seem like a fairly a nimble bunch to me, that is for sure. Can try and go for a stun here. I can try and drop a blight. Stun seems like a better call, just because I know it's going to deny them a turn, and there is always a chance that blight won't take. So try and make sure that you guarantee whatever you can, as much as nothing is guaranteed in life. That's something that I will always try and focus on. What to do. Keep buffing accuracy. Minor damage. Chance I'll get him within threshold that the bounty hunter can kill him with his attack, though, which is attractive. Just do some more damage there to get him closer and closer to where we think the bounty hunter will need him to be. Finish him. Plus 50% damage. It's not going to happen. Yeah, not going to happen. But at least we have one person that's substantially wounded. Groping Swing is dodged beautifully. And it's time for the patented stun shuffle. Lovely, lovely. Carrying things through, we can probably just drop a thrown dagger here. Keep the buff train going. Well, I think it's only maxes out at 16, that's fine. Let's collect bounty here to deny them that turn, rather than doing more damage on the stunned guy. And now that that blight is cleared, we will heal up the bounty hunter. Keep trying to call him the man-at-arms, which is the wrong thing to say. Anyway, let's try for a blight. Why not? Probably won't take, but okay, it takes. I've got to stop doubting myself. Pick to the face, 7 damage. And let's keep things going with a judgment. And hopefully the bounty hunter will do enough to finish him. Boom! Absolutely gorgeous. Pick up some buffs, pick up some change. Let's see what Traveler Tent has in store. Just a map of an area that we already know. Bugger. Right, got to keep that key, because I would much rather pick up a whole stack of trapezohedrons than, you know, some heirlooms. I still have a great deal for money, as much as most of the upgrades have been bought and paid for some time ago. Yeah, still need to get the right... well, I still need to purge a whole bunch of quirks. Still need to buy a lot of camping abilities, and then potentially... Alright, Blight took. That's okay. Again, I wasn't going to waste the key on it. In this chest room, let's vary things up. Heirloom chest, contents of mine, but I can't really use any of them, unfortunately. Gonna go without buffing torch until I hit the quest location. As much as I need radiant light, I need to get rid of this firewood, have some food, deal with some stress, do all the things, and I can probably make it through combat without all the awesome, awesome buffs that the sun, torch, and ring give us. That said, I could wait until we passed by the obstacle, and actually that's what I'm going to do instead, because that obstacle is a bigger problem for me. Let's take a chance with the Plague Doctor. Oh, doesn't take. And we've made it worse. That's regrettable, but it happens. Heirlooms, again, I can't do nothing with you. Holy water I could probably get rid of. Any case, here is... Yep, alright, that's one free slot. No complaints. I'm going to probably go past the secret room. Got 2 slots, can get rid of the holy waters. That makes sense. Let's do that. Skeleton key. Lovely done. 1, 2... So much money. There we go. Alright. Made the full use of it. Is what it is. It's how it has to be. And that's a quest location, and I think that's everything that I need to do done. Yeah, that is. Nice. I'm going to keep on for just a few more rooms. As much as I don't have a shovel, I know I'm coming up to an empty room, and I can mitigate my stress through other means. Let's just...
Without tools of iron, you must rely on flesh and indefatigable thirst.
it's the hunger check. That's going to limit my ability to limit stress, unfortunately, but I'm kind of
The darkness holds dominion.
limited now.
As death.
Right, let's just get into this room, because things are getting a bit weird. Camp, which should restore our torch quite handily as well.
In the dark.
Get our heal on.
Be one.
Quick look through the abilities we've got. Yeah. Negative stress, heal, and accuracy is pretty compelling. Let's do that. Let's do that. No one here is really religious, so it's only going to be 5 stress down, which isn't amazing. Let's take a chance on Gallows Humor. Nice! Nicely done, and with 3 left... Alright, it's a much better stress situation to be in. Got 1 wasted point, but that's how it has to be sometimes. Let's hope we don't get ambushed. Oh, alright, that's an ambush. That's fine. But it's only maggots. They've got the jump on us, but it's only maggots. And I don't worry about maggots. Let's do a front row kill. Boom. 1 less action. Let's collect bounty. Boom. 1 less action. Not much I can really do with these other chappies. Gonna take some damage and a little bit of stress as well, but no stun, which is the salient point. Could try and drop a blight, but it's not gonna be enough for the kill, so instead we will deny them a turn. Oh, that didn't take. Party heal, 'cause it's the only action we can really make with the Vestal right now. Grave Nibble drops again, but it's dodged because Daryl or Darrell or I'm gonna call her Daryl. Daryl is a good Australian name. I know some Daryls. You know, they're accountants and bookkeepers and Lord knows what else, but you know, you love them for who they are. Another party heal, and that one was epic, as much as it was relatively wasted. Noxious Blast for the kill, and we are done and Dunsky. Nicely done. Let's shuffle back into the appropriate positions, and we are good. Get some scouting in place. We've got no food to speak of. It's just an obstacle there. I'm going to call this done. We're done. It's done. We got rid of our stress, and I'm happy with that. Let's see how we did in those. Trapezohedrons are going to be just loco for money. Total pool of probably about 31k in gold, which is nothing to sneer at all. Get a decent haul of 24 crests, 6 deeds, 3 portraits, and 3 busts. Nothing to write home about, but not too shabby either. Unfortunately, our level 4 Vestal is now level 5, making her completely irrelevant to any more adventures with these lobies. Plus 20% scouting chance. Bohan picks up Eldritch Hater, which is very useful. I'm actually going to consider locking that in. Fated is fantastic for Daryl. And Cove, Scrounger, and Wasting Sickness is acceptable on the Bounty Hunter. Alright.
Pallid light filters its way through the rotting boughs. Let us press on.
Nice. Taking care of some stress, taking care of some conditions. Plenty for us to still do in terms of upgrades. At this stage, though, going through things, the Blacksmith is fully topped up. Stagecoach is fully topped up. The Guildhall is fully topped up. Survivalist, I haven't really invested that much time into yet as a camp, but the Tavern is looking pretty fly. One more portrait for us to max out our gambling, and then we have to get started on the brothel chain. Haven't even touched the Abbey. Like, I've got 1 upgrade there, but I can afford 1 now, so may as well tweak up the cloister. There we go. Again, just trying to be a completionist here. Sanitarium is completely filled up aside from that. That's what I was saving that for. Damn it, I made the wrong... Anyway, want to finish the sanitarium first. Silly me! Oh well, time to go back to the dungeon to collect more busts. Pressing through, Nomad Magan has literally, only been touched when I had like an absurd oversupply of crests. Graveyard still only has Guinand, who died in week 7, which is a really long time ago now. It's like the better part of a year ago. And then finally,
you will know the tragic extent of my failings.
Getting close to unlocking all of these. I feel like we're in a good place this game. I could probably press on and take out level 2, the Darkest Dungeon, but I'm going to wait just a little bit longer, kill some more bosses, get things done, because I'm confident I can take things out before Crimson Court lands. In any case, I've been Ahdoom. This has been fun. If you've liked this video, I'd love it if you hit that like button. If you have anything to tell me about how I'm doing or what I'm doing wrong, feel free to give me a comment below. If you just want to tell me I'm doing a good job as well, I'd love to hear it. And hit that subscribe button as well for me, just so you can get more of these videos every single time I upload them. Once again, I'm Ahdoom, and I'll catch you guys next time.